Learning English can feel like a big challenge. You want to speak better, understand movies, or get a better job, but sometimes you don't start. You say, "I'll study tomorrow," or "I'm too busy today." This is procrastination, and it stops you from improving. It's not because you're lazy, it's because learning English can feel scary, hard, or too big. But you can beat procrastination with simple steps. This script will show you real problems in learning English and how to solve them. It's written in clear, easy words, like talking to a friend who wants you to succeed. Let's begin. Learning English can feel like standing at the edge of a long road. You know where you want to go, speaking with confidence, understanding movies, or getting a better job. But the journey looks tiring. So you tell yourself, "I'll start tomorrow," or "I'm too busy today." This is procrastination, and it stops you from moving forward. It's not because you're lazy or don't care. Learning English comes with real challenges like fear, confusion, or no time, and these make you delay. But you can beat procrastination with clear, simple steps. This script explains why you procrastinate, the problems you face in learning English, and how to solve them. It's written in easy words, like a friend talking to you to help you feel ready to begin. Why do we procrastinate? Often, it's fear. You might be scared of making mistakes, like saying "I go" instead of "I went" in a conversation. The thought of someone not understanding you or laughing feels bad, so you avoid practicing. Or maybe you worry you'll never sound like a native speaker, and this makes studying seem pointless. Another reason is feeling overwhelmed. English has so many parts: new words, grammar rules, listening to fast speakers, or writing clearly. It's hard to know where to start, so you don't. Time is also a big problem. If you have work, family, or other tasks, finding even 20 minutes to study can feel impossible. These are real issues, but you can fix them with small actions that build over time. The first step is to change how you think about learning English. Don't see it as one huge goal, like, "I must speak perfectly." That's too big, and it makes you want to wait. Instead, think of it as many small steps. Each step is something you can do today, like learning one new word, watching a short video, or saying one sentence. Small steps feel less scary, and when something feels easy, you're more likely to start. For example, instead of saying, "I need to know all grammar," say, "Today I'll learn 3 words and use them in sentences." This makes studying feel like something you can do right now, and starting is the most important part of beating procrastination. Let's talk about the fear of mistakes, which is a big reason people delay. When you speak or write in English, you might worry about saying something wrong, like using "there" instead of "there." This fear can stop you from trying because you don't want to feel silly. The solution is to see mistakes as part of learning. Every mistake teaches you something. For example, if you say "I have 20 years" instead of "I'm 20 years old," and someone corrects you, you'll remember it next time. To practice without fear, find a safe place to use English. Apps like Tandem, HelloTalk, or Speaky let you chat with kind people who want to help. Start with simple topics like, "What's your favorite food?" or "Do you like movies?" If you make a mistake, most people will fix it nicely or not care at all. Over time, you'll see that mistakes are normal and not a big deal. Another way to feel okay with mistakes is to record yourself speaking. It might feel strange at first, but it's a great tool. Use your phone to record 1 minute about something easy, like what I did today or my favorite hobby. Then listen to it. You'll hear what you do well, like saying words clearly, and what needs work, like using the right verb. Since no one else hears it, there's no pressure. Do this once a week, and you'll notice you're getting better. For example, you might hear that your TH sound is clearer or you used was correctly. This builds confidence, and when you feel confident, you're less likely to avoid studying. Feeling overwhelmed is another reason you might procrastinate. English has so much to learn, thousands of words, grammar like, if I had studied, I would have passed, or understanding people who talk fast. It's easy to think, this is too much. I'll do it later. But waiting for the right time is just an excuse. To fix this, break your learning into small pieces. Choose one thing to work on each week. For example, if listening is hard because people speak too fast, spend 10 minutes a day watching a video with subtitles. Try a show like Peppa Pig for simple words, or a YouTube channel like English Addict with Mr. Steve. Write down 1 or 2 new words you hear, like run or jump, and use them in your own sentences, like I run in the park. This keeps your study time short and focused, so you don't feel lost. To stay organized, make a study plan. Use a notebook or an app like Google Keep or Notion, and write 3 small tasks for each day. For example, watch a 5-minute video in English, learn 2 new words, and write 3 sentences about my day. These tasks should take 15 to 20 minutes total, so they're easy to fit in. When you finish a task, put a check mark next to it. It feels good, like finishing a small job. If you miss a day, don't feel bad. Just start again. The goal is to do a little every day, not to be perfect. Over time, these small tasks add up and you'll see your English getting better. Time is a huge challenge for most learners. You want to study, but life is busy with work, family, or other things. By the time you're free, you're too tired and procrastination takes over. Instead of trying to find more hours, use the time you already have. Look for empty moments in your day, like waiting for a bus, standing in line, or eating breakfast. These are perfect times to learn a little. For example, use a flashcard app like Quizlet or Anki to review words while you're waiting. Learn words like try, plan, or hope in 5 minutes. Or listen to a short podcast like 6-Minute English from the BBC while you walk or cook. These small moments make studying feel like part of your day, not a big task you need extra time for. If you can find a bit more time, try a method called Pomodoro. Set a timer for 25 minutes and study with no distractions, no phone, no TV, no chatting. Focus on one thing, like reading a short story or practicing verbs. Then take a 5-minute break to stretch or drink water. Do this 2 or 3 times, and you've studied for almost an hour without feeling tired. This works because 25 minutes feels short, so it's easy to start. To make it even easier, keep your study things ready. Put your notebook, app, or book in one place, like on your desk or in your bag, so you don't waste time looking for them. This stops you from saying, "I'll do it later," when you can't find your materials. Sometimes you procrastinate because progress feels slow. You study for weeks, but you still can't understand a movie or speak without pausing. This makes you think, "I'm not getting anywhere," and you stop trying. To fix this, track your progress in a way you can see. Start a journal and write one short sentence every day, like, I went to the shop and bought fruit. It doesn't need to be perfect. After 1 month, read your old sentences. You'll see you're using new words, writing faster, or making fewer mistakes. For example, you might notice you used bought correctly or added a word like yesterday. This proof keeps you motivated and makes procrastination less tempting. You can also reward yourself to stay excited. Set a small goal, like studying 15 minutes a day for 5 days. When you do it, give yourself a treat, like a favorite snack, a coffee, or 20 minutes of a game you love. The reward doesn't need to be big. It just needs to make you happy. This makes studying feel like something you want to do, not something you have to do. Over time, you'll look forward to your study time instead of avoiding it. Another problem is the difference between understanding English and using it yourself. You might understand a conversation or a text, but find it hard to say or write your own ideas. This gap can make you feel stuck, so you avoid practicing. To close this gap, practice speaking and writing in easy ways. For speaking, try shadowing. Find a short video or podcast, listen to one sentence, pause, and repeat it exactly as you heard it. This helps you sound more natural and feel braver. For example, if you hear, "I'm going to the park," repeat it with the same speed and tone. For writing, start a private journal or use a website like LangCorrect, where people fix your writing for free. Write about something fun, like your favorite movie or a place you visited. Even 3 sentences a day, like, "I watched a funny movie," "It was about a dog," "I laughed a lot," can help. The more you practice, the easier it gets to use English yourself. Learning too many words can also make you procrastinate. You might try to memorize 20 words a day, but you forget them, and it feels like you're failing. Instead, focus on a few important words. Use a list of common English words, like the Oxford 3000, which shows words used a lot in everyday English. Learn 3 words a day and use them in sentences. For example, if you learn choose, write, "I chose a red apple today." This helps you remember better than just reading a list. Apps like Memrise, Anki, or Duolingo can help, but always try the words in your own writing or speaking. For example, if you learn happy, say, "I'm happy because it's sunny" to a friend, or write it in your journal. Grammar is another thing that feels hard and makes you delay. Rules like, "I wish I had studied," or "if I were you," are confusing, so you might skip them. But avoiding grammar makes it harder later. Learn one rule at a time. Each week, pick one thing, like how to use will for the future. Watch a short video on YouTube, like From English with Lucy, or read a simple explanation on a website like Perfect English Grammar. Then write 5 sentences, like, "I will visit my friend tomorrow." Share them with a friend, a teacher, or a website like Hi Native to check. This makes grammar feel like a small task, not a huge problem. If you practice a little each week, you'll slowly understand more rules without feeling overwhelmed. Distractions are a big reason for procrastination. You sit down to study, but your phone buzzes, or you start watching videos online. Suddenly, 30 minutes are gone, and you haven't learned anything. To stop this, make a study space with no distractions. Turn off your phone notifications or use an app like Forest, which blocks games while you work. Tell your family or friends you need 20 minutes alone. If you study on a computer, use a tool like Stay Focused to block websites like YouTube or social media. These changes help you focus, so you start faster and study better. Even something as simple as putting your phone in another room can make a big difference. Learning English can also feel lonely, especially if you study by yourself. When you feel alone or stuck, it's easy to think, why keep going? And procrastinate. To fix this, join other learners. Look for a group online, like on Reddit r English Learning, Discord, or Facebook, where people talk about learning English. Share what's hard for you, like understanding fast speakers or remembering words, and ask for ideas. You'll see others have the same problems, and their stories will make you feel stronger. You can also find a study buddy, someone to practice with once a week. Even a short chat in English, like talking about your day, can make studying feel fun and keep you going. Sometimes you might feel bored with studying, which makes you delay. To make it more interesting, connect English to things you love. If you like sports, watch a sports video in English or learn words like score, team, or win. If you love cooking, read a recipe in English or watch a cooking show on YouTube. For example, you might learn stir or boil while watching someone make soup. This makes studying feel like a hobby, not work, so you're less likely to put it off. You can also play games in English, like word puzzles or apps like Words with Friends, to make learning feel like play. Another challenge is feeling like you're not good enough. You might compare yourself to others who speak better, and this makes you think, I'll never get there. This thought can stop you from trying. To fix this, focus on your own journey. Everyone learns at their own speed, and every small step counts. If you learned one new word today, that's progress. If you spoke for 1 minute without stopping, that's a win. Write down these wins in your journal, like, I said I'm tired correctly today, or I understood a song. Looking back at these notes reminds you that you're moving forward, even if it's slow. Comparing yourself to others wastes energy. Focus on your own growth instead. Procrastination can also come from not knowing what to study. You need to improve speaking, listening, reading, and writing, but it's hard to choose. To make it easier, follow a simple plan each week. For example, Monday, learn 5 words and use them in sentences. Tuesday, watch a 5-minute video and write what it's about. Wednesday, practice speaking by repeating after a video. Thursday, read a short story and underline new words. Friday, write 3 sentences and ask someone to check them. This mix helps you improve everything a little at a time, so you don't feel lost. You can adjust the plan to fit your needs, like focusing more on speaking if that's your goal. If you're still struggling to start, try the 2-minute rule. Tell yourself you'll study for just 2 minutes. For example, open your app and learn 1 word, or read 1 sentence in English. Most of the time, once you start, you'll keep going for longer. This trick works because 2 minutes feels so small that you can't say no. It's like tricking your brain into studying. You can use this rule anytime you feel like delaying, and it's a quick way to get moving. Sometimes you might procrastinate because you're tired or stressed. Learning English takes energy, and if you're not feeling good, it's hard to focus. To fix this, take care of yourself. Get enough sleep, drink water, and move your body, even if it's just a 10-minute walk. These things give you more energy, so studying feels easier. Also, study at a time when you feel awake. If you're tired at night, try studying in the morning or during a break at work. Even 10 minutes when you're fresh is better than an hour when you're sleepy. If you're feeling stressed, take a moment to breathe deeply before you start. It helps clear your mind. If you keep procrastinating, think about why you want to learn English. Maybe you want to travel and talk to people, watch movies without subtitles, or feel proud of yourself. Write down your reason and put it somewhere you see every day, like on your desk, fridge, or phone. When you feel like delaying, read it. It's like a reminder of your dream, and it can push you to start. For example, if your goal is to talk to new friends, imagine yourself chatting with someone in English, laughing together. This picture in your mind can make you excited to study. It's okay to mess up sometimes. Maybe you skip studying for a few days, or you feel frustrated because you don't understand something. That's normal. The important thing is to try again. Even 1 minute of studying is better than nothing. Each time you choose to study, you're building a habit, Hawkins stronger, and procrastination gets easier to beat. For example, if you miss a day, don't think, I failed. Just say, I'll try again tomorrow. Being kind to yourself keeps you going, while feeling bad makes you want to quit. Sometimes you might feel like studying is too hard because you don't see quick results. Learning English takes time, and that can feel discouraging. To stay positive, celebrate small wins. Did you understand a sentence in a video? That's a win. Did you use a new word correctly? That's a win. Write these moments in your journal, like, I said I'm going to the store without thinking. These small successes show you're moving forward, even if the big goal feels far away. You can also tell a friend or family member about your progress. They'll cheer you on, and that feels good. Another way to avoid procrastination is to make studying a habit, like brushing your teeth. Pick a time each day, like 10 minutes after breakfast, and do something small, like learning 2 words or reading a short text. If you do it at the same time every day, it becomes automatic and you don't have to decide when to start. This makes it harder for procrastination to sneak in. If you forget one day, don't worry. Just do it the next day. Habits take time to build, so be patient. You can also make studying more fun by mixing it with things you enjoy. If you like music, listen to English songs and try to write down a few words you hear, like love or heart. If you like stories, read a simple book in English, like a graded reader for learners. These activities make studying feel less like work and more like something you choose to do. You can even watch funny videos in English, like comedy clips, and laugh while you learn new phrases, like, that's hilarious, or what a mess. If you're feeling stuck, try changing how you study. If you always use an app, try writing in a notebook for a week. If you always study alone, join a group or find a partner to practice with. Changing things can make studying feel new and exciting, so you're less likely to delay. For example, if you're tired of grammar exercises, try speaking with a friend instead. It's a different way to practice the same skills. Here's a plan to start. Pick one idea from this script, like recording yourself, learning 3 words, or watching a video. Try it for 1 week. Write down what you do each day, like, I learned big, small, and fast today, or I spoke for 1 minute about my dog. At the end of the week, give yourself a small reward, like a treat, a walk, or time to relax. Notice how it feels to take action instead of waiting. You can also tell a friend about your plan so they can ask how it's going. It's like having a cheerleader. Imagine yourself in 1 year. You're understanding English conversations, talking to someone without fear or writing a message easily. That future is real, and it starts with what you do today. Procrastination wants you to wait, but you're stronger than that. Every time you study, you're choosing to grow. You don't need to do everything at once, just one small step. Take a deep breath, pick one task, like learning one word or saying one sentence, and start now. You can do this, and every step brings you closer to your English dreams. As you take these small steps, you're not just learning English, you're building a brighter future, one word at a time. Embrace the journey and watch yourself shine. Subscribe and share to keep growing.